Do you know what I eat for dinner? What do I eat for dinner? And how late would I eat dinner? I've got a full stomach right now. Oh, feels good to be able to eat. It feels good to, I don't have to restrict my food. Like every meal I get to eat as much as I want, as much carbohydrate, as sweet or savory carbohydrate foods as I want. That feels fucking incredible. That I don't have to calorie restrict, I don't have to run on stimulants, I don't have to smoke a cigarette or take a pill to avoid eating food and distract my hunger. I get to eat my fruit, my starches, and my sugars in abundance. I go, what do I want to have for breakfast? I want to have sweet or savory. For breakfast, it's always sweet for me. Sweet for me always. Lunch, mostly sweet, maybe some more savory. If you ever have a savory meal and want something sweet afterwards, it means you didn't give your body enough simple sugars before the meal. I learned this from Doug Graham back in the day. Back when I was doing the 100% raw food, sort of fruitarian style, I'd like want some sort of salad or something savory, and afterwards, I need something sweet. And you have it sweet afterwards, and it doesn't digest so good. So I disciplined myself that I always gave my sweet first. If I ever went sweet afterwards, didn't have enough sweet beforehand. So if you want perfect digestion, a flatter stomach, better breathing as a runner and as a cyclist, then you want to have that diaphragmatic efficiency with better food combining. It'll let you breathe better. That's free speed. A few days ago, I ran a 16:50 for 5K. My PR is 16:35. I've ran 338 Ks this year. That's fuck all training for most runners out there. Ask any runners on the letsrun.com. That's not much training at all. 338 Ks for a year? That's less than a K a day. But I'm running 16:50 for 5K, and my PR isn't 14s or 12s, it's 16:35. So I'm running PR level fitness on bare bones training. And a lot of that is to nutrition. It's due to my nutrition and also having a flat stomach. You can breathe better. When you're breathing from your belly, that's where all your power comes from as a runner, as a cyclist. The oxygen fuels your red blood cells. The hemoglobin fuels the legs. With the sugars, the glucose-derived ATP gets the action going. And stimulants, I'm not on any stimulants right now. I very, very rarely take stimulants because I don't need to. I get enough sleep, I get enough water, I get enough sugar. Sometimes I take them just to erase that, something just to get an extra couple, 0.5% maybe. But you'll never ever see me at a cafe just sitting there drinking coffee so I can talk with people. That's one of the worst things you can do for your health, and one of the worst things you do for your fitness. Taking drugs so you can talk to people and socialize after training. After training, you want to have some water, have some carbohydrates, simple sugars, maybe some starches later on, and just chill. Just chill. So you get all your cortisone and your catecholamines and everything just flowing, all those enzymes of recovery, your hormones, your testosterone, your estrogen, get all these things flowing so you can aid your recovery process. Finish training, drinking coffee or green tea, worst thing you can do for your fitness. And that's one reason I can be so fit at age 41 is because my stimulant usage over the last 22 decades, I almost said 22 decades. Somebody's like, you do look like you're 22 decades old, mate. But after those last 2 decades, my stimulant usage has been so low, so low, and that really, really helps a lot. This year in 2018, I've had so many late nights. I've been going to bed at like 2 or 3 a.m. It's been crazy. Hopefully in 2019 I can get back to normal schedule. But, Natasha keeps me up late, and that's not a bad thing always. So, she's actually behind the camera. So it is hilarious, so that we have this culture of, don't eat carbohydrates, drink more coffee, do more and eat less. You ever heard people say eat less, move more? That's how you gonna do that? On stimulants, yeah? Then your thyroid crashes. And then the weight comes back on, your fitness tanks, your mood tanks, anxiety, depression come back in the post. Because you're not looking after your serotonin. When you have caffeine in your system, caffeine leaches the 5-HIA enzyme compound, which helps to regulate serotonin. When you're drinking caffeine, you're pissing out your 5-HIA. Google it up. And so that helps you, the serotonin stuff. So you're pissing that enzyme out, that compound out, and then your serotonin's all out of whack. You feel more anxious and depressed. Makes you want to have more coffee because you want to get the buzz again. It's a very vicious cycle. That's why I refuse to coach or even date anyone who's a regular caffeine consumer, because I know it will lead to anxiety and depression. And someone as myself who's experienced some of those things, I can really talk from personal experience. The best thing you can do if you have anxiety, depression, cut out the coffee, cut out the caffeine, cut out all the stims. Be very, very responsible with them. And if you're ever going to have them, just have them first thing in the morning. But very, very rarely do that. And never after training. After training, you want to wind down and chill. All right? You want to chill, man. Chill the fuck out. So that's the biggest tip. So what I have for dinner. When's the last time I ate for dinner? Before my race the other night, I was hungry at 2 a.m. I got up and had cornflakes with sugar and a little bit of light soy milk and water on there. Woke up, a few hours later, did my running race and won. So 16:50. So never ever go to bed hungry. Always have some carbohydrate. Ideally, eat dinner 6, 7 p.m, go to bed 8, 9 p.m, ideally. But again, it doesn't always happen, you know? That's my ideal. And that's what you'll see Kipajay do, the world record holder for 201, 202 marathon, you know? Obviously, there's some pharmaceutical assistance going on there, but let's look at the lifestyle. You know, he mentions he goes to bed at 9 p.m. every night. He mentions he eats a vegan diet the week before any big marathon, so he doesn't have any meat rotting and sitting in his gut. So he can have that diaphragm just pumping in and out. You know, so all these athletes are following this program I'm pushing out there. The vegan, the high carb. Some aren't full-time vegans, but they're all, you know, they all watch my videos. They know what the fucking deal is. Everyone's looking up for weight loss. If you're a marathon runner, every 5 grams in your shoe is vital. You're thinking about it. You're on YouTube, you're looking at diet, everyone's playing with that stuff. And you're eventually going to come across one of my 5,000 odd videos out there, or a post on some forum or someone talking about it. You're doing right, what's this, bananas a day? Remember Johan Blake in 2012, eating like 20 bananas a day in the Atlas advert? Who do you think he was inspired by? You know? So, and that's cool, is that I'm just an everyday weekend warrior guy, but I can show results, I can show people I've coached, and these superstars out there are watching that stuff and getting influenced, and in turn they spread it to their followers, and none of them will really ever acknowledge, hey, Duran Rider showed me that tip, because there's controversy attached to my name, and I get that, that's fine. My goal is just to spread the message far and wide. If I get a shout out or not, hey, that's a bonus, but that's not my goal here. My goal isn't to be popular, my goal is to create a popular template that anybody can use, regardless of their diet, backgrounds, income status, etc. There's bananas, which are fucking cheap for everyone almost on the planet. Rice is cheap and affordable for almost everyone on the planet. And sugar. Rice, bananas, sugar, the 3 most performance enhancing foods around. You make these abundant in your diet, you will fucking get lean, you'll get faster, you'll have a better mood, you'll have less dependence on stimulants, and you'll have a lot less gravitational pull towards alcohol, which is just another...
Percent body, full natty bra, 2% body, full natty bra, 2% body, full natty bra, 2% body fat, 2% body fat, full natty bra. Kino body, ain't got nothing on me. 50 cent in the house. Pick up your mum in my Ferrari, say good day to your sister, tell her I'm gonna big late, no big late. Full natty bra, 2% body fat, 2% body fat, full natty bra. Kino body, ain't got nothing on me. 50 cent in the house. Pick up your mum in my Ferrari, say good day to your sister, tell her I'm gonna big late.